Imagine trying to fix a broken car engine by just singing a happy song to it. You wouldn't expect the pistons to suddenly start firing, right? But what if someone handed you a manual that said singing a song and using a wrench is the ultimate secret?
Yeah, I mean, you grab the wrench, obviously, but you might definitely side-eye the song.
Right. Okay, let's unpack this. Welcome to today's deep dive. We are looking at a stack of sources today, sales pages, video summaries, interviews, all centered around this highly debated book called The Black Protocol of Wealth.
And the broader psychology of abundance, yeah.
Exactly. So the two-line gist for you, the listener, is that these materials claim wealth isn't achieved just through hard work alone. It's supposedly through a hidden protocol that requires rewiring your subconscious mind while mastering, invisible systemic rules.
So our mission today is to act as critical thinkers. We really need to analyze these texts deeply to separate the grounded structural mechanics of building wealth from the highly speculative, let's call it energy alchemy.
Let's start with that alchemy, actually, because they make some wild metaphysical claims right out of the gate. The book leans heavily on the idea that your mindset directly manipulates physical reality.
Right, they talk a lot about frequency recalibration.
Yeah, and the Jones method of energetic alignment. As I read it, this method argues that you can literally tune your personal frequency so that lucrative opportunities naturally gravitate to you, like a magnet.
It's a bold premise, and I mean, it gets more extreme. There's a reference to a method by therapist Marisa Peer, the DICC method: direct, instruct, code, compel.
Okay, what is that actually supposed to do?
Well, it's presented as linguistic programming for your biology. So instead of passively wishing, she claims you give your brain literal authoritative commands, instructing your cells to repair, to basically force a placebo effect on steroids.
Wow.
Yeah, and in one interview, she even claimed she regrew her jawbone by visualizing snowflakes turning into honeycomb bone.
Okay, wait. I have to call a timeout here. That feels like a massive illusion of action.
Oh, completely.
I mean, it's like trying to upgrade your smartphone's physical processor by just, downloading a new wallpaper. It might look sleeker, but the hardware hasn't changed at all. Purging parasite programs from your mind won't suddenly print money in your living room.
The logical gaps are definitely glaring there. Like the author, Jerry Greco, he suggests that a simple abundance visualization can generate a $10,300 a month business in 30 days.
That's a very suspiciously specific number.
Right. And look at the mathematical assumptions required there. Scaling from 0 to 10 grand in a month requires aggressive market capture and flawless execution, not just a high vibration morning routine.
Right, the wishful thinking is super heavy. But here's where it gets really interesting. If you dig underneath that magical marketing, you actually hit bedrock. There are some incredibly pragmatic structural tactics hidden in here.
Yeah, what's fascinating is the duality of the text. When you strip away the vibrations language, you find factual systemic strategies. Concepts like privacy as power and utilizing decentralized money.
Moving assets off public ledgers so they can't be easily targeted by litigation, right?
Exactly.
Which feeds right into their core role of the elite own nothing, control everything through trusts and LLCs. I actually love the video game analogy for this.
Oh, how does that one go again?
So, you hold the controller and make all the decisions, but your digital avatar, which is the LLC or the trust, is the one that takes the damage if you hit a spike pit. Your personal assets are shielded.
That's a great way to put it.
But let me push back here. Is owning nothing through a complex web of trusts actually practical for someone just starting a 10K a month business?
Yeah.
Or is this just like billionaire cosplay?
I mean, that's a fair challenge. Setting up offshore trusts early on is definitely overkill. But the principle scales down. Even a simple single-member LLC separates your liability.
True.
What's actually more useful for the beginner are the psychological tools, though, like their subconscious replacement drill or the invisible network theory.
Break those down because they sound like sci-fi concepts. How do they actually work?
Well, the subconscious replacement drill isn't a magic spell. It's an active mental audit. When you face a setback, you actively catch your fear-based reactions and replace them with calculated risk algorithms.
So it shifts you from a victim mindset to focusing on value creation and delayed gratification.
Precisely. And the invisible network theory isn't just attending networking events and handing out business cards. It's mapping out asymmetrical value exchanges.
Meaning what exactly?
Figuring out what a high-level person needs that you can provide long before you ever ask for a favor.
That is legitimately solid advice. So what does this all mean for you, the listener? Ultimately, the core message of the Black Protocol of Wealth is a blend of legitimate, high-level wealth preservation tactics wrapped up in exaggerated metaphysical marketing.
Which, I mean, makes sense from a purely commercial standpoint. Energy alchemy and secret frequencies sell books a lot faster than boring tax structures.
So true. You should absolutely adopt the book's practical tools like systemic investing, strategic networking, and emotional discipline. But, maintain a healthy skepticism toward any claims that vibrations alone will fill your bank account. You need the wrench, not just the song.
Absolutely. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this raises an important question.
Oh, lay it on me.
The text repeatedly insists that silence is the golden vein of building power, and that true wealth hides in the shadows, far away from the public eye.
Right, privacy is power.
Exactly. But if staying completely hidden is the ultimate unbreakable rule of the rich, why are the authors of these secret protocols selling them so loudly on the internet?